This is a big change for the Hornets as the offseason carousel keeps going around and around as the Hornets continue to grow their new look roster and team, and old faces on the block that would lead the Hornets to acquiring exactly what they need to continue to build their future franchise. Also, a vet is now buzzing around the roster. Welcome to Hornets Digest. I'm Jeff Testanero. I invite all of you who haven't subscribed to please subscribe today. Share the videos, share the channel, get in on all of the Hornets news and updates daily with Hornets Digest. Also, it's free, so you really can't argue with that. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button today. The Hornets are no doubt building the future around some very talented stars. But one standout from last season might be on the trade block. Plus, the search for a backup point guard might lead to a former superstar heading to Buzz City. We'll get to all of that in a moment, but first, I want to remind you that this video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports pick app. Click the link on the channel, click the link on the description, download the app, use code DIGEST at sign up today for everything going on. There's a lot going on in sports. NFL camp is starting. The NBA offseason moves, the NHL offseason moves, Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, everything's going on. So head on over to Prize Picks today for great promotions and daily picks. Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. Also, we're on the social scene. We're over on X and TikTok. Click follow on both of those now. Hornets Digest at Hornets Digest. Follow us today over there for all of the goings on here at Hornets Digest. There is no doubt that the Hornets have decided to build their future around depth of young talent. Knipple had a great rookie season and is being looked at as one of the new leaders. Brandon Miller is an uber talented athlete that has even been hailed as the future of the franchise by Hornets legend Muggsy Bogues. We covered that a few videos ago. But unfortunately, not everybody can stay, as it looks like. There have been rumors about moving a standout from last season in the wake of young stars like Steinbach being onboarded. Center Musa Jabate has now been rumored to be on the trading block. Jabate had a career year for the Hornets, but is entering the final year of his contract. And what better time to move the center than now when his value is high, very high, especially since the backcourt needs help. He had an amazing season last year. Musa did. So there's no doubt that right now his trade stock at his age is a huge plus. Last season, Jabate averaged 7.9 points, 8.7 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and a block per game, shooting 63.1% from the field for the Hornets. At 24, he's already a quality rebounder and shot blocker. So with all of those intangibles, plus the stats he pulls up, the Hornets could get a solid return. Jabate is a solid player, and the Hornets could receive more draft capital, which means more money, which means more young stars moving forward, or finally the backup point guard that they need, considering Jabate is young, he's talented, and he puts up great numbers as we saw last season. The Hornets could get a great return for Jabate. I would hate to see Jabate go. I know you would too. But who knows what the Hornets are going to do now? I mean, Steinbach came in after a great season at Washington. He was drafted by the Hornets this year. A great summer league so far. He put up some great numbers, 3 double-doubles in 4 games in the summer league that Steinbach put up. Kalkbrenner coming off a solid rookie season for the Hornets, averaging 7.6 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game, shooting an efficient 75.3% from the field. Got some big guys there who can shoot, plus who can forget about this guy that came over for Ball. Glad we got him. splitting time between Naz Reid, Steinbach, and Kalkbrenner at power forward and the center position. Where does Jabate fit in amongst these three? Moving Jabate now could get Charlotte exactly what they need moving forward. This video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports pick app. Click the link on this channel. Click the link on this video in the description. Download the app today. Use code DIGEST at sign up for a lot of great daily promotions. A lot of fun over at Prize Picks. Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. Speaking of moves and a very, very busy offseason for Charlotte, the Hornets signed Coby White to a 3-year, $74 million deal. But what about a backup? That is the question that everybody, including the office, is asking right now. Who backs up Coby White at the point guard position? White could play, no doubt, the majority of the minutes for the Hornets and put up great numbers and drive the offense, because that's what White does. That's how he got 3 years for $74 million. White is an amazing point guard, and we're very lucky to have him in Charlotte. But people get tired. The Hornets will definitely need a solid backup at that position, as we have talked about before. Maybe they can trade Jabate. We've talked about the same name that keeps popping up as a free agent, Russell Westbrook. Now, let's be honest here. We all know that Russ is no spring chicken, and at 37 years old, could be a very short-term solution for the Hornets while they wait for Mann to be ready or Anderson Jr. to be ready. The Hornets will more likely than not offer him a 1-year deal if they offer him anything. He's not young, but he's still a quality player in the NBA and would be a great vet teacher to the Hornets' young backcourt, to the Hornets' young guys. Russ is a leader. Russ is strong. We all remember Russ. He had a really good season last year in Sacramento. He started 58 games, 58 out of 64 games. He averaged 15.2 points, 6.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game, while shooting 42.7% from the floor and 33.8% from three-point range. A guy his age, I'm not saying 37 is old, but in the NBA, a guy his age, starting 58 out of 64 games, as he did last year with the Sacramento Kings, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I really think the Hornets should offer him something. Yes, Charlotte is currently projecting to have Mann, possibly Anderson Jr. as a backup for White, but Westbrook would be an upgrade at the backup point guard role. Westbrook is a very quality player and would contribute some major high-level production inside the second unit. Bonus for Russ, he wouldn't have to handle the majority of the load, especially since he would most likely be offered the veterans minimum of $3.6 million a year, the same contract he played under Sacramento last year, where he outperformed that 1-year deal he was working under with the Kings. Who's to say he wouldn't come out in the second unit and do the same thing for the Hornets? If the Hornets managed to sign Westbrook, there would be very, very little downside, since he is a veteran player who still plays with the fire of a champion that we all know he is. And we would be very lucky to have him. This video has been brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports pick app. Click the link on this channel. Click the link on the description. Download the app. Use code DIGEST and sign up today for Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. Also, we're over on the socials at Hornets Digest on X and TikTok. Go ahead and follow us today. The Hornets are so busy this offseason. There's no doubt that they will get the backup point guard position figured out. There's really no downside to having Russ, except it might be a 1 year deal. Losing Jabate would be tough, but the Hornets can figure it out. And when they do, I'll be right here to talk about it. So, for Hornets Digest, I'm Jeff Testanero. Let's go, Hornets.